Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing under the hood here. And specifically, you got Max Wedge fender tag, original fender tag, doesn't appear like it's ever been off the car. And there's a body sequence number right there, which you'll see is 0004. And if you go to the core support, which is identifier on these cars, you will see that that also is 004. Now that's in one other place, and that's underneath the package tray in the back window. I'm not going to pull the package tray out today, but I assure you that it's there. And again, frequently the number's been changed, different rebodies, all that kind of stuff. There's a million reasons why people would cut this out, pull the motor out, put a motor in, whatever the excuses were back in the day. But this car, that's all legit. Correct radiator. Max Wedge has a different fan and clutch assembly, different pulleys for the crank, different pulleys for the water pump, different pulleys for the alternator. Has the correct 3705 carburetors, which are correct for 64 Max Wedge. Correct valve covers, correct intake. I don't know if you can see it correctly or not, but absolutely correct original block. That's really a fallacy. There is no 100% way of telling, but it, by all appearances, this could certainly be the original block in this car. Correct intake, specific Max Wedge routing for the brake line to get away from the heat of the exhaust manifold that has a pattern and a series of holes to attach it that are unique to a Max Wedge. The location of the voltage regulator is unique. The ground straps are unique. And in 1964, and Dodge only, if you see that flat spot there, that's 64 only, and only if it came with a Max Wedge in it. No other engine. Doesn't matter if it was a Hemi or a 383 or anything else, it had to be a Max Wedge to get that flat spot there. And, you know, typical thing, a lot of people, you know, it's like the dual holes for the wiring on both sides. That's standard Max Wedge fare. All 64 Max Wedges, the batteries in the trunk, no exceptions. And an identifier is that where the original tray would have went, those holes are not tapped. There is no threads in those holes. And then, as you can tell, and maybe you can if you don't know these cars, but typically there would be a hood bracing underneath there. On Max Wedge car, that hood bracing has been removed, so when the air cleaners are on it, there's enough clearance to clear the air cleaners. Naturally, right exhaust manifolds, right intake, no reproduction stuff on this car really. I mean, yeah, the fuel filter's been replaced, but for instance, the linkage is absolutely original stuff, not repo stuff. That's pretty much it as far as real Max Wedge identifiers. All right, thank you.